Hi guys, welcome back. So as you can see, I'm at a piece of land. You can see there's vast land all around me here. This land, we talk to you about land all the time. Now this land I've come to see on behalf of a client. This land, I would say, in my humble opinion, is questionable just because where the land is situated, it's kind of like on the boundary between two estates. So it's partly Reg Manuel Estate and it's partly Lakeside Estate. And now you have to be very careful when coming to see land like this. You have to do your due diligence, otherwise you could find yourself with a big problem on your hands.
Like litigation.
Litigation, yes, exactly. So although you can see in the background there are houses being built, but actually this area where we're standing at the moment, there's not much happening at the moment. There's like a fence wall behind me where someone has started. Now these are warning signs that you need to look out for. So although there is a fence wall that has been started here, we don't know if that person started work and then had to stop because of something.
Litigation or issue. No one knows, yeah.
Exactly. We don't know what's happened. So if we saw workers on site and things were still happening, we'd probably feel a bit more at ease. But honestly, in our humble opinion, this piece of land here is a little bit risky. And so whenever you're going to see a piece of land that you're thinking about purchasing, always look for things, talk to people.
Signs.
Yes, look for telltale signs. Talk to people in the area as well. See what they're saying. Does the land price make sense to you? Because the one we have at the moment, it doesn't really sit well with us. We feel like it's a little bit too low for the area in terms of the location. So these are little warning signs that you need to look out for. But we're still going to go ahead and look at exactly the piece of land that we've been asked to look at. So
Give him
we'll
feedback.
just
Give the client feedback.
yeah, and then we'll give the client feedback
Yes.
so they can make a judgment call for themselves, because obviously, you know, we can't do land searches for you. You have to do that yourself. But definitely, we can definitely give our input. And so that's what we're basically going to do for the client. We're going to just give him our opinion, and obviously the decision is there for the person to make. But anyway, I thought you guys would want to come and have a look. So let's go and take a look.
Hi guys, just to add on to obviously what my wife said, Dela, it's very good that you come to a land where you can virtually sit on the rainy season. Always come after it's rained. So if this season, now we're in the rainy season, the last rainy season is very heavy. So come after, then you start seeing what the rain is like. Not the rain, the land. The land is like, so it tells you how the terrain sits. If it's a waterlogged area, what kind of ground does it have? Does it hold water well?
So does that make it harder to build?
Yeah, it depends. If for instance, if you have patches of water
Yeah.
or puddles of water in certain areas, then you know that potential area, water doesn't drain quickly enough.
Right.
So imagine building on a foundation
we can
like
see just
that.
over your shoulder, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
There's puddles.
Okay.
There is puddles here.
Yeah.
So what kind of ground is this?
This one is potentially clay.
Is that hard to
Yeah,
build on?
it's the hardest one to build on. But there's different kinds of clay.
Right.
So you've got brown clay, that's mud.
Yeah.
Then you've got the dark clay, that's very dark. It's almost looks like brown, dark chocolate brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest one to build on, because what it is the ground becomes, when it's wet, it becomes very podgy.
Yeah.
That's very hard for us to drive on.
Yeah.
When it's dry, it becomes very hard.
Right.
And that's very hard for someone to even dig on. So you imagine all those things happening within the foundation. Expand, shrinking, expanding, shrinking,
Right.
expanding, shrinking.
So
it has
it
all
affects
that.
the
Yeah,
build.
so there's a different kind of construction foundation that you do for clay land.
Right.
So looking at this place, potentially you can see that it is clay land.
Yeah.
That
That's
you can
interesting.
see here. Yeah.
I didn't know that. So I'm learning.
Okay, it's cool. Anyway, we got it anyway, innit?
Yeah. So guys, I'm trying to do my best to walk here because I've already had my shoes stuck inside a piece of mud already. So I hope you can appreciate what I'm doing for you.
I think they do.
Oh my gosh. It's really sticky.
Yeah, be careful where you step. Now I keep telling you. Yeah, you see? Be careful where you're stepping. Look at the ground before you step on it. It's dry areas.
Yes, boss.
No problem, sir. Madam. I call you sir, madam.
Madam.
You see? This is strange. Look, imagine this is his land, you know? But you wonder, how come he's the only person who got pillar? Where's the other columns?
It's one
Okay.
there, one there.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow. This reminds me of, this actually feels like I'm at the beach where the sand.
There's no sand
and
here.
water.
There's no sand here, so
That's
please
what
don't.
It feels like.
Yeah, don't mention that it's sand. This is not sand.
I know it's not sand, but
Yeah.
it feels like.
Yeah, look, you see the clay? See what I'm talking about? So, can you see the contrast of the clay? Then this is what you call it's very dark. There's soil, and then when it goes under, you go to clay. So this is mud. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. It's workable. It's still kind of clayey land, but it's workable. This is not laterite. This is not sand. This is not gravel. This is just, like I said, pure. It's clay land. Personally, like as what my wife was saying, there are telltale signs that doesn't sound promising.
Yeah.
For this land.
Your heart doesn't sit right with it.
No. I mean, look, you see developments happening here. Nothing really happening here. Then another development happens. So that tells you that if developments is happening around, it tells you that there's a boundary somewhere where they're having some sort of dispute.
Yeah.
And this is where you end up seeing so-called agents or so-called referrals that people know, or someone's referred me to a good land. Of course, it's a land, but you don't know what the land is for. It could be a major road here.
Yeah.
They could be selling you a major road.
We've seen that before, haven't we?
Yeah, we've seen that. This could be a potential major road. So they could be selling you that. Or there's a boundary between the two chiefs or the two people who are fighting.
Yeah.
Either it's a company or the chief, and they're not trying to send. So what they do is you've got these kind of people who say they work on behalf of the chief or work on behalf of somebody just to get money.
Yeah.
So guys, be very...
Yeah, the hustle is real, huh?
It's very real in Africa. So guys, you've got to be very cautious. Land, there's, of course, everywhere you go, like I said, you see land.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that every land is for sale.
Yeah.
You see? And that's the problems that you have a lot with litigation issues. Like this one, that you can see it. There's some pointers that just don't sit right.
Yeah.
You know, where we're going to see, the client is the only person who's got a column or pillar.
Yeah.
No one else has got pillars around here.
Yeah.
So is he the first one to go in?
Yeah.
To get stung, and then then he runs out between the, his legs, his tail between his legs.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. Okay, just cut it. There's some areas there to cut. You know, let's just go. Look, there's some clear signs here, my friend. If you want to go and buy at this place, it's at your own risk. Look at the guy. He's going and he's stuck. He's going and he's stuck. You know, but it tells you what we're dealing with here.
So guys, I just want to show you this, okay? So this area is real hot cake, as they like to say. What's happened is this used to be an area where people have businesses, set up their homes and stuff like that. And actually, what they've done is they've built their homes in the middle of a major road.
Major road, yeah.
And so what's happened is now the owners of the area have come and started to knock down those houses.
It's not the owner, it's either combining with the government or Reggie Manuel.
Yeah, or the estate, yeah. So basically, as you can see behind me, there was a house here that the person started, a very big house, and it's already started to be knocked down. So basically they have, they've just basically started knocking the house down. So you can imagine what the person feels, because they're basically built in the middle of the road. So where his house is exactly where the road is supposed to go. So when that happens, unfortunately, you've lost your money, you've lost your land, you've lost everything. So you have to be really careful.
Yeah, I just what you just said is so perfect. You know, like I said, a lot of people, they buy their houses from outside, not knowing that there's issues on lands that people don't even know, if it's government land, if it's major road land. Now look, the guy's trying to fight to try and keep the whole area of that road. Can you see the fence walls that he's put up? He's trying to keep it, but he can't.
New, right? That looks
new.
New.
That's new, and they've broken it down. You can see that. Look, can you see? If you look towards where the pillar section is, they've actually taken it down. When we're driving to the side, they've actually taken that area down. So that tells you the road that you see here, this is a whole road coming through to hit to the other side. And look, now this guy, unfortunately, he's bought a land in the middle of the road. These are the issues that you may have, so you've got to be very careful.
And also, can I just say, the land that we went to see a moment ago, we went to go and speak to some of the neighbours in the area, and they actually confirmed what we actually thought. The land is not genuine. They said if you buy that land, you're going to have so many issues. So this is what I'm saying. If you're going to buy a piece of land, make sure you talk to people around the area that have been there for a long time that can give you better advice. Don't just necessarily take what the seller is saying to you. Do your inquiries. It's very important, because that land, they were claiming that it was 35,000 cedis, which I felt was a bit low, because we've been in that area before, and about 10 years ago it was that price. So the price for me and Kwame, both of us, it just kind of rang alarm bells. But so you can see, you have to be really careful. But thankfully we managed to save that person money, because I'm sure the person's not going to try and go ahead and pay for it. So yeah, just be careful when you're buying land, guys. Please don't waste your money. So there you have it, guys. That was the land that we've just seen. I hope you guys have learnt something from it. So be very careful. Land matters in Ghana are not something you want to play about with heard stories of people buying land 2, 3, 4 times. So please, if you're going to buy a piece of land, please do your checks thoroughly. Don't think about the expense of doing those checks. It's better to do it and lose that little bit of money rather than to do it and have to buy your land several times over. But anyway, guys, that is enough for me for today. Until next time, if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe for me, hit the notification bell, and until next time, guys, I am out. Peace.